Hey guys, Brian Walker here. Hey, real fast, I want to talk about something that I've been for years kind of losing my marbles about when I talk to people, even real estate agents. And that is private money loans. Some are hard money loans. There's a slight difference, but not huge. But let's talk about them because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, those are really bad loans. They're terrible. Don't ever do that. They're too expensive. They're this or that." There are no such things as good or bad loans necessarily, unless you're dealing with maybe a loan shark. But regular loans, we're governed by the same laws that banks and everybody else are governed by. So they're not good or bad, they're just different. And you have to understand the differences and why people use them. So let me tell you this, first out of the gate. Investors that I work with use private money loans all the time. Matter of fact, they use them probably more often than bank loans when they're trying to acquire a property. Maybe not always, not every investor does that, but a lot of them do. And the reason they do is not because, again, they're not good or bad. It's no different than a screwdriver is bad and a hammer is good. They're just different tools. So understanding how to use them is really important. So let me just say this, okay? What is a private money loan? A private money loan is a loan that is secured by an asset or collateral, usually real estate, okay? It is made by a private individual or a group of private individuals, and they lend you their money at an interest rate that is scored just like a bank loan would be scored. In this case, because it is much easier to qualify for a private money loan, that means the rate will be higher. It's not usually going to be the same as a bank loan where you have to give your firstborn and sign over your life and have perfect credit and plenty of income, and it can only be a certain percentage, and you can only own so many properties before they'll give you another loan, yada, yada, yada. You understand the drill. With private money, you don't have to go through any of that, at least not with ours, because we lend on actual equity. We're not really lending on your credit. We're lending on equity, and most private money or most even hard money lenders are not doing that. They're lending on your credit. They're lending on your credit worthiness. We're lending on equity. So you can have bad credit and still get a private money loan. Now, how does that work? We're going to look at how much equity is available in your property. If it's a good property, it's a bad property, we will want an appraisal or at least some sort of valuation by a third party to make sure it has the value. If there's enough room from what you owe and to what you're trying to borrow on the value, you'll probably get your money. Now, why is that so much easier? Because we're not going to ask you to prove your income. We're not going to ask you for tax returns. We're not going to ask you for your bank statements. We're not going to make you go through all these things and verify your employment with a letter of verification or any of that stuff, okay? Or VOE, which is a verification of employment. We're not going to do any of that. These loans close in anywhere from 7 to 14 days, okay? They're very fast, they're very quick, and we can lend millions of dollars on a single property. So they're really good if you understand how to use the tool. Now, right now, today, bank loans are pushing about 7%. Well, our money starts at 6.99. So not usually, this isn't usually the case, but right now, our loans are the same as the bank loan. The price, it's the same. So what's the difference? Well, you can get this loan fast. You pay your points out of the loan, your fees. In other words, we get paid from the points that are in the loan. Now, on a bank loan, you don't see those points because they're in what's called the back end of the loan. It's called YSP, or yield spread premium. That's the rate you're going to pay in the back of the loan that the bank, the people that work at the bank, investors, or maybe the broker, if there is one, will get paid from that, okay? That YSP is kind of hidden. They don't have to show you much of it, if any. So you don't always know what you're actually paying on that loan. Sometimes it's the same as what we're going to charge you. So private money loan usually going to be between 2 and 4 points, okay? Plus whatever the cost of the closing and everything is. So they're comparable. They're very fast. Investors use them because they know we will close. The problem with a bank loan, especially if you're trying to acquire a property and you're fighting with other investors to get that property, is you don't really know if the bank is going to come through and actually fund. So that's why a lot of investors will use private money, because we fund fast and they know we have the money. So if you're going to do investing in a piece of property or a piece of real estate, and you want to acquire the property and you're fighting with other investors, using private money is a great way to go, because we close fast, and a lot of times people write it up as cash. Okay? So just a little tidbit for you. That's a private money loan. They're fantastic tools if you know how to use them. All right? Give us a call. Talk to you soon. Oh, like and subscribe too. Thanks.